Hello friends, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to send rich messages in Facebook Messenger chatbot. So you might already have seen some of these type of rich messages like cards with some images, buttons and some media templates for playing videos with some buttons and all, and also some persistent menu. So I'm going to show you how to create these types of rich messages in Messenger chatbot. So let's start. First of all, we'll see how to send rich response using Dialogflow response section. So we'll see how can we send simple text, how can we send images, cards and quick replies. So here is a Dialogflow agent that I have created for tutorial, and I have linked it with this messenger. So if I say hi, it says hello, welcome to Dialogflow tutorials. It's connected to, so it says hello, welcome to Dialogflow tutorials. Right. So I'll create a new intent. Let's call it rich message, and we'll just give a training phrase called show message. Okay, so let's just give a simple response saying here is the message. Now if I say show message, it says here's the message. Cool. So that means it's integrated correctly. Now if you go to Messenger, Facebook Messenger tab, by the way, if you don't know how to connect your Dialogflow to Facebook Messenger, you can see my other video. So assuming that you have already connected your Dialogflow to Facebook Messenger, you can see there is a section called add responses. So what you can do is delete this default response and click on add responses. So you will see a couple of options there. We have already seen text response. It will show simple text. Now let's do a image. So if you click on image, you will see something like this, and it asks for image URL. So you can paste some image URL. Alright, let's copy this image. And click on save. Okay, so now if you type show message, it should show you the image. Cool. Similarly, let's say you want to display a card, so you can click on card, and then card takes few parameters such as image URL, card title, subtitle and buttons. So let's give the same image, give a title here, card title, card subtitle, and can enter button. So you can add multiple buttons. Add button 1, you can add button 2, any number of buttons. So let's check this. So show message. Cool, this is our card. It has card title, subtitle, and then those two buttons. So you can customize each of these things. Let's see what else we have. We have quick replies. So you can say here is the quick reply. Then you can enter up to 20 characters for the quick reply. So quick reply 1, and just press enter to add more quick replies. and so on. Just click on save, and now I type show message. Here's the quick reply 1, quick reply 2, quick reply 3, and so on. Okay, let's delete this and move on. What else we have? We have custom payload. So now let's talk about sending rich templates using custom payload. So before we proceed, I want you to go to this URL and open the web page. You can also scan this QR code. So if you scan this QR code, you will basically see this page here. So I have already written some code snippets. So let's see how we can use them. So go back to your Dialogflow agent and delete all the previous responses. Now when you click on add response, select custom payload. Delete the existing JSON and go to the snippet and copy the button templates. And paste here. So you can see it has some custom text like what you want to do next, buttons, and then button for Messenger, Google, Yahoo. So you can basically customize each and everything. Click on save, and now if you say show message, so see, this is the button template you are seeing. You can change pretty much anything here, like this text or this URL or title, and then that will reflect here. Okay, now what else we have? Let's see how can we link to external website. So copy this code and delete this, paste here. So here the template type will be open graph. Let's say we want to link to yahoo.com. Save, type show message, and here is the link to yahoo.com. If you click on it, it will open yahoo.com. Cool. Alright, next we have generic template. So copy this code for generic template, delete the existing custom payload and paste it here. So you can use this to show a custom generic template. So let's see how it looks like. If you type show message, this is how it looks like. So it's basically a card with some custom title, custom text, and some buttons. So you can customize each of these things as well. Okay, next we have custom replies using custom payload. So let's delete this and paste it here. So you can add any number of quick replies here, and you can also add content type location for sharing your location. So let's see how it looks like. Cool, here's the quick reply. Right now we have not defined anything, so it will not understand obviously, but you can see how easy it is. There is also an option to share your location. So this is how you can send quick replies. Next we have video template. So if you want to send a video or something in the chatbot, you can do is paste this video template. Now one thing to remember is this link should be Facebook. You cannot add link to some external videos. you need to have the Facebook videos only. So, and the media template type should be media type should be video, and then link to the Facebook video. Let's see how it looks like. Cool, so this is the video. You can also find more examples on Facebook website, but these are some. So now let's see how can we use code editor to send the rich messages. So some of the benefit of using code editor is that you can write your own programmatic logic, you can write if-else statement, and then accordingly show the rich media. You can also make calls to APIs and show some external data or some dynamic data. So let's see how can we use code editor. We use NodeJS language to write the code in the code editor. So this is our agent, and if you go to fulfillments, you will see this inline editor section. You need to enable that. Now one thing you need to do is go to your intent, and let's say you want to write some code for this intent. Then you need to enable the fulfillment for this particular intent, so that the code editor will handle this intent and the response will come from the code. So let's enable this and then save it. So now this will be ignored and all the response will come from the code editor. So let's go back to the code editor. Okay, let's enable it, and you will see some code here. So this is the default code. What you can do is here in the intent map section, just after these two, copy this line, and instead of this default fallback intent, give it the name of the intent you just created. So I think we call it rich message intent. Let's check it. So yeah, you can just copy it and go to fulfillment, come back here, maybe you can uncomment it and give the name of your intent that you just created. So we created rich message intent, so we'll call it rich message. It says this handler is not defined, so let's call it rich message intent handler. Okay, and now we need to define it. So copy it, and after this function you can just type function, just type agent inside that, and that's it. Don't need to worry about all these code. You can just write this code here. Okay. Now if you go back to the snippets page, I have added some snippets for Node.js template. Let's try to display a simple text. So all you need to do is copy this code. So copy this code and paste it inside here. So it should say hello Anshul. Now let's click on deploy. It takes some time, approx 1 minute to deploy. Okay, so it is deployed now. It says successfully deployed. Now let's check in our Facebook Messenger chatbot. So now if I type show message, it says hello Anshul. Cool, that means it works perfectly. Now let's see what else we have. let's try to show some image. So copy this code, and instead of showing name, let's try to show the image. Now it won't recognize this image, so for that you need to add this line on the top. So copy that and paste it like that, and yeah, you can put any image URL and then deploy. Okay, let's try now. Show message. Cool, it shows the image. Perfect. Now let's try to add some quick replies. So let's remove this image and add some quick replies and deploy. Okay, it's deployed now. If I type show message, cool, so it shows the message and then quick replies, yes and no. Works perfectly. Now let's try to send a card. Remove this, paste the code for the card and deploy. So now if we go to Messenger Chatbot and if we type show message, so here's the card. It is created using our Node.js code. So you have seen how easy it is to create custom templates and rich messages using Node.js. So now let's talk about how to create a persistent menu. So if you go to Facebook Messenger, right now you can see there is no persistent menu. So persistent menu is the menu which is always displayed. So you can click on button anytime. So how can we create a persistent menu? So if you go to the code snippet that I shared earlier, you will see an option of persistent menu.js. So go to that section and copy this first line. Now you need to go to the Postman. So if you don't have Postman, install Postman and then select a post option here, and in here paste the URL. Now you need to paste the page access token here. So delete that thing and go to your Dialogflow. You can go to your integration section, click on Facebook Messenger, copy the page access token and then paste the page access token here. Okay, and you need to select content type application JSON, and in the body select raw and then copy this whole thing here. Okay, and paste it here. And now if everything is okay, clicking on send should return you success. Okay, so now if we go to our Facebook Messenger and do a refresh, then we should see a persistent menu. This is our persistent menu. This will always be displayed irrespective of where we are in the app. Okay, so this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to our channel and do share it. Thank you.